Hi friends, it's Audrey here and welcome back to 1824 Walker Farmhouse. Someone asked me if it's possible to live in the countryside and embrace the movement of slow living. For some, it's a new movement, but I read a book years ago about slowing down. Perhaps that's not the definition of slow living, but I think it's some of it. The author asked, "Who makes your schedule?" When Dave and I married, I took everything off my schedule to concentrate on raising our children and helping with the farm. But Dave and I filled our plates real full over time, sometimes too full. This sounds contradictory, but as the years have gone by, I've worked real hard to protect our plates and tried to make life simple. I've said no to organizations and for some things that people have asked me to do. I just knew it would be too much, but I had to learn that. Retirement for us is not traveling. I know this is going to sound silly, but it's cleaning the chimney and cutting wood and stacking wood, bringing all the wood in the house, and making our food by scratch. A lot of times when we had to do this before, it was just sort of felt like we were up against it. But now we enjoy the journey. We take our time cutting wood and stacking wood. Dave loves to decorate, but before, sometimes when he'd be decorating the outside and we had a business, it was because we were up against it. But now he does it because he loves it. We love to go in the woods and gather nature or go to farmers markets and bring things home and decorate the farm because we have time, because we love it, because we've learned to protect our plates. For us, slow living means intentional, to live intentionally. And when we started making the bedroom into an office, as I shared the last time, I just felt rushed. I just felt we weren't being intentional. So we started all over. I went and got paint chips and we picked out Saybrook Sage from Benjamin Moore, and we just love the color. Did all of the walls. We've been putting special things in the bedroom. The teapot, it was from Dave's aunt. We were intentional where we put the desk that I'll be working at so that I could see outside. We put our favorite pieces of art in the room. And of course, there's shepherdess pictures. This is a bee box dated 1848. I thought I would share this with you. It's going in the room. It's really special to us. It's all original. I just thought I'd show you the back too. There's a door in the back and it opens up and we just love it. I bought that from Jimmy Kramer years and years ago. But we're going to be using that in the office. Dave likes this picture. He built that barn in the 70s. The picture is from the 90s. And on the other side of the room, we just put special things that we really like, antiques we picked up along the way. He made me the sheep that's in the picture, and he also made the shelf that you're going to see, and the lavenders from our farm, so that was special to hang up there. I'm going to do a craft with oranges and put on the knob that you can't see. Dave's been putting pictures up on the big cupboards. And on the sheep news on the farm, well, we've had 3 vets here. The last one is like a really well-known veterinarian in the area, and these sheep have him perplexed what they have. So suppose we're going to maybe try a different medicine. They're having a skin issue. He's coming back at the end of the month, so I'm just praying they'll get better. We've had really frosty mornings. You can see the white frost. And I was thinking like slow living, it doesn't mean that you do have to live in the country. Like I said before, it's like a mindset. I remember in the 80s, slow food movement meant that it was traditional food prepared with locally sourced ingredients, farmer to consumer. And speaking of farmers, Farmer Dave has had a project that he's wanted to do for a long time. Our friend Ron came over to help us. He brought his tractor over. We've had to do an electrical line. We had to change it. We had pine trees taken out. And when the pine trees were taken out, the electric lines got cut. And so we switched them. And Ron was so nice to come over and bring his tractor. He worked really hard. We live in an area where everybody is just so nice. Everybody helps everybody. We met Ron through our historical society in Allegheny Township, and I call them the youth group. They're our kids' ages, but they could be like our kids too. We just love him and Sarah. So I was thinking, just how lucky we are to live in this area. Did you ever hear of slow gardening? That's a movement also. But my mom was always a slow gardener. She used to say, the first year they sleep, the second year they creep, and the third year they leap. There's also slow fashion, and I think my mom taught me that too, extending the life cycle of clothing through repair and recycling. And now there's slow interiors, but I've always had slow interiors because we've always recycled buying antiques. I don't know. I just think slow living is a mindset. We still work hard. The guys this day, they worked real hard. They worked all day. We still have a list of do-it-yourself projects. Slow living isn't like you stop living or everything's in slow motion. That's not what slow living is. It's like wanting to be intentional with what you do and the time and what you have. We own a candle business that keeps us busy. We open up our farm shop now and then. We love to entertain and have our friends. We like to go antiquing or thrifting, but we do it all with intent. Somebody wrote to us and said that they loved our videos and thank you so much, and said, I hope you're not insulted, but it's like going to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and I love it. I think they're slow-paced and old-fashioned, and that's what we love. So I'm okay if you think it's going to Grandma and Grandpa's house in our videos, because we are Grandma and Grandpa. We're so grateful to have underground wiring. The garage used to be attached to the house, but now since we took the pine trees out, we're attaching the wiring from the garage to the Walker house. And when David did the Walker house, we did underground wiring to the street. He had to rent a machine, and it was really labor intensive, but it's all worth it. We didn't want an 1824 house to have wires attached to it, but we do love underground wiring, so hopefully someday the house that we live in will do underground also to the street. I have to say, Ron is such a godsend to us, and we're so thankful that he came over and brought his trailer over, and it's done. All we have to do is plant the grass seed. Thanks, Ron. We had lots of fun hosting our grandson's 8th birthday party here. Mother hens. We love it when all the little chickies are around our aprons. And we still have a little one on the little John Deere toy, and David loves that. He loves watching them on those. Well, I'm off to make some apple pies, so thanks so much for following along. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, share the video. And I hope to see you real soon.